Hey guys, if you're Aliens fans like me, I've got some news that'll either make you happy or upset you. And as always, I will link the entire bit of my information I get from comingsoon.net in the description down below. Okay, here it is. Basically, Ridley Scott has stated that he believes Neil, the guy who directed District 9, I'm calling him Neil B. Neil B's Alien 5 is dead. Just dead. Now, this is a little upsetting to me and everything because that could have been a really good movie. And I'm not saying Covenant's not going to be a good movie. What I'm saying is it could have been a way to apologize for Alien Cubed and Alien Resurrection, where Covenant is an apology for Prometheus. And Ridley Scott is the one who said this. Now, I'm not pointing any fingers, but Ridley Scott and Fox decided that they wanted to have Neil sit on a hiatus until he got Covenant done. Which is also leading now into a prequel Alien film and 3 more films, or 2 more films. I could be wrong on that. And again, not placing blame. It could be Neil's fault too because maybe they told him to wait off, but that didn't mean he couldn't write a script. But it also could mean that he was super busy, and at the time he was ready to do it, he could have done it, but then they stopped him because of what they did. Which is okay, it happens all the time, but this movie could have been really good. But Ridley Scott basically gave word for word what he says, and to me, he sounds like he's saying it a bit of a dick too, but the way he's saying it completely means the project's dead. He said, and quote, "There was never a script," Scott stated bluntly. "It was an idea that evolved from, I believe, a 10-page pitch. And I was meant to be part of the producers on that. It didn't evolve. Fox decided that they didn't wanted to do it, and that was it. I've already done Prometheus, and I was planning Covenant, so I don't know." When he was pressed at the sequel, whatever happened, Scott just said, "I don't think so, no." But why? Why? Why can't we get this movie and get your Covenant film, Scott? What's the big problem here? And Fox, what is your big problem? Like I stated, this could be an apology for Alien Cubed and Resurrection. The way the story was supposed to go was bringing back Hicks and Ripley and Newt. And it was a passing of the torch kind of story, where Ripley would hand over the reins to Newt's character, which would be cool, and Hicks would be back in it, and Hicks is like everybody's favorite colonial marine. And what I mean by an apology is I've seen Alien Cubed. I've seen Alien Cubed, the director's cut. And to be honest, the director's cut is way better. But if they would have let it ended with Alien Cubed and how Ripley sacrifices herself to destroy the remaining xenomorph, species, that would have been great. But then they effed it all up with Alien Resurrection and cloning her and bringing her back 100 values in the future, and her getting strange abilities from being, half DNA'd with the alien queen, and it just fucked up her entire story, and it was not a good way, not a good send-off for an iconic character like Ripley. And if Neil B's Alien 5 would have been done, 2 good things would have come out of it. We would have got a better ending to Ripley's story. I mean, because even in the game, the phenomenal game, Alien Isolation, we're playing as Amanda Ripley, her daughter. So you don't even play as Ripley, so you still don't get a conclusion to her story. Alien 5 or Alien Xeno was going to do that. Second, well, I don't know. Covenant looks like it's going to be badass, but wouldn't it have been super awesome to have 2 awesome Alien films, not the same year, but come out in between each other? I mean, think about it. Covenant would have came out, would have blown our minds away, and then Xeno would have came out, blew our minds even more, and we wouldn't have been as hungry for the next Alien film because it would be a nice distance in between. And they've already proven with Star Wars and MCU that people don't get tired if you keep doing the same thing, as long as you have consistently good stories, good acting, good all this and that to put something together. And I'm not saying that means that I would have wished we would have had an Alien cinematic universe. But now that I think about it, that would be pretty cool. It would involve the Predators and everything, but that would also mean a complete reboot to restart the series or find a way to work the original movie storylines into this new set-up world. But it seems like everybody's taking suit in that. You've got Universal's monster cinematic universe that involves Mummy, Dracula, Wolfman, and all that, and they're starting that up with The Mummy coming out this year. And then you got Legendary Pictures that's starting their own monster universe, doing with Godzilla, King Kong, and probably some other ones. It's supposed to end with Godzilla versus King Kong in 2020, but we don't know. Which, again, is fine. And I'm not saying that's what they need to do, but it would have been really cool to see someone else's ideas. And yeah, we got to see that for Aliens, Alien Cubed, and Resurrection. But I mean someone who had this idea for a long time, and it sounds like it would have been the right way to cap off the original series. And it wasn't erasing Cubed or Resurrection. Neil specifically stated that it took place in an alternate timeline, and that's the thing right there that irks me about this. He said alternate timeline, which means people who were fans of Cubed and Resurrection wouldn't be upset. And he wasn't erasing the past story. It was just a fresh take on a different idea, on a different timeline that took place somewhere else. Which means it still could have been done. But on my personal opinion, I think it is Fox and Ridley Scott's fault, mostly. Now hold on. Put your pitchforks away, okay? I like Ridley Scott. He's a great director. And Covenant looks like it's going to kick some serious ass. My problem with it is he is the one who even stated in past interviews that he wanted to do Covenant first, so he asked Fox to make Neil take a hiatus. And again, Neil could have worked on the script if he was allowed to. We don't know what Fox said. But so he could do Covenant. And then after Covenant was doing so well, and Fox is like, wow, this is really going to work, Scott's like, I got these other movies to do and everything. And then after that was released, that's when the rumors started coming up that Neil's Alien project was dead in the water. And it seems like it's going to be. There could be some life. And I'm not saying this as bad. Hold on. Knock on wood. If Covenant doesn't do as well as Fox does, what is that going to mean? You know, they gave Ridley Scott permission to do Prometheus, and it didn't do as well as they would hoped. They thought it would be a lot better, like an Alien prequel, and it wasn't. So, if that happens, does that mean Neil's going to get another shot? Or does that mean they're just going to let Scott do it again? Because, I'm sorry, I've seen it in the theaters. I watched it with 3D and everything. Prometheus isn't a bad movie, but it's not what people were expecting. First it was a prequel, named something else. Then it was a story that took place within the universe, and then it went back to being considered a prequel again because of the way it ran and ended. But it wasn't an Alien movie. Even if it was a prequel, it didn't play off like that. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was highly disappointing, from what we got. So, if by some weird stars aligning and prophecy and everything comes to fruition, and Covenant isn't as good as what fans and critics think, could that mean that Neil could get another shot? Also leads me to, should Neil get another shot? I think I actually want to start a petition to get Neil's Alien 5 script, the idea back into production and everything. If you're like me, I really want to see that, and I know there are some fans out there who don't want to see that because they think Ridley Scott's got it covered. But why take such a really unique idea? You know, because even Covenant has the whole thing of, you know, loved ones going out and doing this and everything, and it's a similar story to previous Alien films, which is fine as long as there's new twists and turns. But Alien 5 was going to give us something fresh that I think we really needed, like when Star Wars, the property, was bought by Disney. We were given a fresh new look on it after the disappointment of the prequels and then nothing else was done. Disney gave us a fresh look. And I'm not saying that Neil could have done a better job. I'm just saying he should have gotten a chance to throw his hat in the ring. A successful franchise is not built on just one person being able to build it. There's some cases where the original creator has to be brought back to maybe bring it back into the limelight, like Terminator, but there are some instances where a series created by one person can expand and become better with the multiple people working on it. I'm going to miss the idea and what Neil was started, but I do want to start a petition, and I want to try to get this movie back into the limelight, because I want to see what could have been done. Yeah, it might have only had images that he drew and everything for his idea, but it was looking good. The movie could have been something really great, and I'm really sad that it's not going to get its chance to shine. What do you think? Are you happy Neil's Alien 5 is gone? Are you displeased because it seems like Scott is trying to hold a monopoly on said Alien franchise? Leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts and everything, and I will, as soon as I get a chance, start this petition because I really would like his idea brought back. There are some people who probably agree with me, some people who probably don't, but hey, it's worth a shot. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and have a more phenomenal